Hello Internet, Taliesin here, and today we are talking new class order hall campaigns in World of Warcraft patch 7.2. That's right, just a super quick video to remind you that as of now, the 11th of April on US realms and the 12th on the EU, the newest part of your character's class order hall campaign has unlocked, and the slow trickle of content we've had with the new patch will finally start to turn into more of a steady stream. Now you might well be one of those that thinks that Blizz is being a bit stingy with the rate it's actually unlocking things in 7.2 so far, but don't forget that it is the actual official biggest patch in the history of the entire universe for World of Warcraft ever, and it's just so big that if you got it all at once, then you would literally die. And that's not even an exaggeration, you would actually literally die. It would be like trying to fit the whole of Tom Hiddleston's unhumanly large forehead into your tiny little mouth. And you might think that you want that, but really you don't. It would just be so much more forehead, content than your tiny mouth, your mind could take, and you would die. So here's some world quests, and that's just gonna have to do you till week 3, okay? And trust us, it's for your own good, because it's just so motherfucking big! But it is week 3 now, and you can crack on with chapter 5 of the campaign, which will give you a brand new follower for your order hall, those new order hall upgrades that have been sitting there tantalizingly unobtainable until now, and make you feel like a bit of an idiot for farming all those order hall resources, like some order hall resource gathering idiot, just because Preach told you you'd need them on day 1, and perhaps most intriguingly of all, access to class-specific world quests. No one really knows what to expect from these because they weren't on the PTR, but they sound pretty nifty, and even if they're not, there's something to do that isn't gathering nether shards just so you can buy a trinket because you think it might turn into your legendary trinket, but then obviously it doesn't turn into your legendary trinket, and you feel like even more of an idiot than when you gathered all those order hall resources. Fuck you, Preach! You tell I'm making this video quite late at night and want to go to bed. Anyway, all nonsense aside though, the order hall campaigns are honestly one of my favourite parts of Legion, and one of the things that I always bring up when people say that the expansion isn't alt friendly. I have more fun leveling alts in Legion than at any other time since I've been playing the game, and a lot of that is to do with the fact that for each new class I start, there's a unique storyline for me to follow in the Order Hall campaign. Having a more fun and interesting time leveling alts is the definition of being alt friendly to me, but I get for others it's all about artifact grind, and that's cool too. What I'm saying is, even more class specific storyline can only be a good thing. So I for one am very glad to see it return for a second season, as it were. And let's hope that as second seasons go, it's a bit more of a Breaking Bad and less a Heroes, you know? And this is just the start of a whole wave of new story content in 7.2 as well, because next week, in week 4, the Broken Isles campaign storyline will start up properly, leading up to the opening of the Tomb of Sargeras in week 11. Shall we have a debate about time gating content? No, fuck off mate, that is not what this video is for. And you don't really need a guide or anything for the new Order Hall campaign stuff either. It's all pretty self-explanatory. This video is just a reminder to get started on it. And if you're wondering where the class mounts come into all of this, and I don't blame you for that, well, those come at the climax of both the Order Hall and Broken Shore campaign in week 11, and we're pretty sure you'll need to have reached exalted reputation with the Legion 4 faction by then to get them too. So, you know, don't stop collecting those basilisk eyes just yet. And that's it for now. Thanks for joining us for this video. A special thank you to all of our incredible patrons who make any video we make at least 90% more possible. And if you made it this far, then here's your reward. A picture that someone drew of Taliesin as a tier 6 warlock, and you can't argue with that, can you? Thank you, Josh, for this awesome picture. From me, Taliesin, cheerio.